We have a female caribou here that has been kind of just wandering around. And
Dr. Philip McLaughlin spends a lot of his time following these incredible animals, both from his indoor office at the University of Saskatchewan and the outdoor version in the boreal forest. He says this area of the world is unique habitat for a few reasons.
it really stands out as having very little in the way of human impacts in terms of human footprint on the ground, well below the average. It also has relatively high natural disturbance in the form of forest fires.
Dr. McLaughlin leads a research project that is studying the woodland caribou population in northern Saskatchewan. It's part of a recovery strategy for the species, which has been officially listed at risk by Environment Canada. Since forest fires are a big part of life in this area, the vegetation here is also being analyzed.
We have a program across the study area where we're looking at the recovery of vegetation, caribou forage, after forest fire.
McLaughlin says the isolation of the area makes it possible to study these animals in relatively pristine conditions, which should help provide useful data for other jurisdictions where preservation efforts are also underway. Unfortunately, it can also make working there a real challenge.
It's a lot of helicopter travel and travel by fixed-wing airplane. It's challenging in that respect. Having to cache fuel to use when you're out on the land, it takes a lot of planning, a lot of effort.
The tracking program began in March when 94 caribou were trapped, fitted with collars, and released. The same technique was also used on 26 of their main predators, wolves. McLaughlin says it's difficult to draw any conclusions about the health of our caribou population just yet, but the project is funded for 5 years.
We'll have some preliminary results, I think, probably by around 2016, where we'll have an interim report. But 2018, you can probably have a better handle on some of these things that we're looking at, especially things like population size and where the population is increasing or decreasing.
In addition to receiving funding from the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council and Environment Canada, McLaughlin says mining companies have been very supportive of efforts to preserve the caribou population. And the student population at the U of S is also receiving support as a result.
Somewhere around the order of 20 graduate students, technicians, postdoctoral fellows that will be funded through this project. So it is a real great training component to the project. So it's quite exciting in that sense.
For Campus Life, I'm Simon Hyatt.